guys, this is Tiro back with another video on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you how is the Resurrection Remix 20th April 2019 build on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So let me just unlock the screen. So this is how the fingerprint scanner speed is, and as you can see it's pretty fast. Like with all the custom ROMs, I have seen that the Resurrection Remix has the most fastest fingerprint scanner in my opinion. It is blazing fast, as you can see. It is almost unlocking the screen almost instantaneously. And over here, the stock launcher is the trebuchet launcher. As you can see, we have the Google Now cards to the left, and in the home screen you can swipe down anywhere to get to the quick settings panel over here, as you can see. And if you want the double tap to sleep and stuff anywhere on the home screen, those things are simply not present over here, so that is how it is. And if you go into the settings, let me show you the launcher settings over here. You have the grid size and add icon to home, and a lot of customizations like change icon shape to circle, square, squircle, teardrop, etc. But no double tap to sleep or any kind of gesture customizations for the launcher over here. Let me just quickly go into the settings and show you. This is an unofficial build, by the way. And if you go into the Android version, here is how it looks like. As you can see, it shows the Resurrection Remix logo on top, and Android version still of course is 9, as you can see. And the Resurrection Remix version over here is the 20th April 2019 7.0.2 unofficial build, and the security patch is of April 5th 2019, latest one. The vendor patch, you can see it is August 5th 2018. The stock kernel is Dynative kernel, so the battery life is really amazing. I'm getting around 8+ hours of screen on time, so no issues whatsoever regarding battery life over here. I have flashed this ROM with the micro GApps, open GApps. If you want to flash this ROM, well, first of all you need the vendor, the latest vendor you need to flash, then flash the ROM file, then flash the mount system zip, then just flash the GApps file, whatever GApps you are choosing. I'll recommend ARM64 9.0 micro GApps. Now let me just go into the display settings over here. If you go into over here, we have the live display. That is a really good thing. And I would say in the Havoc OS, the display colors were a little bit towards yellow, but over here that is simply not the case. The brightness of this display is pretty good and the colors are pretty white. If you just disable this, if you just turn this display mode to off, the display color, it's pretty decent and it's white. And the color calibration, you can calibrate the colors from here too. And the reading mode just makes the display totally grayscale. That is how it is. And we have the the night mode and stuff, so you can just simply turn on the live display from the toggle. It will just make the display yellowish like this, as you can see. And you can turn it off easily from here. You can disable heads up and a lot of quick toggles from here you can add, as you can see. By the way, the accent color, I have chosen it to be red. Let me show you where the accent color you will find. You have to go to the style from here, and if you go into this style option, you can choose from the light, dark, etc. background theme color, and we have the accent colors over here. As you can see, we have the default blue, dark green, and pink, purple, blue, cyan, green, orange, yellow, red, and black. These are the colors which are present over here. And from here we can have the rotation settings too. 180-degree screen rotation works fine too. And full screen apps, you can choose some apps to be full screen. Double tap to sleep on the status bar is there. And if you go into the ambient display, we do have the normal ambient display stuff, but no always on display as of now. This is the first build of the Resurrection Remix ROM. And we have the pocket detection. I don't know if it works, but the double tap to wake is not working kind of, in my opinion. And double tap to sleep from the status bar, again, it just works super fine. And if you go into the fonts, we do have the fonts. As you can see, we do have bunch of options for the fonts, and everything is there. Google Sans and stuff all over the fonts are there, so no issues whatsoever regarding font customization. And if you go into the sound settings, let me show you. You can disable the screenshot taking sound and stuff, but no Mi Audio Direct is present as of right now. But we do have the audio effects of Resurrection Remix ROM, and you can use it if you want to. In my opinion, this audio effects works normal, and the sound output via the headphone jack and via Bluetooth both are fine. You don't need to worry. The sound profile is pretty flat. Regarding Google Pay, well, Google Pay works super fine over here. You do not need to worry, and it works out of the box even though this is an unofficial ROM. By the way, I have flashed micro GApps, so you can get the face unlock inside security. You don't need to worry. And we do have trust, but it shows that the SE Linux is disabled, so that is how it is. By the way, the face unlock just works super fine over here, you don't need to worry again. And inside Resurrection tools, you get all the customizations of Resurrection Remix. Here we see the clock and stuff, you can customize the clock and AM PM style. And over here we have the show network activity and stuff, and battery style is there, so you can change the battery style to dotted circle if you want to, but the big dotted circle is simply not present over here. You can enable battery bar, change the battery percentage position, brand logo you can enable it, notification ticker is there if you need it, system icons you can enable the Volti icon. So Volti icon is there, as you can see. I think you can see it from here. The Volti works flawlessly over here in this ROM, you do not need to worry, and you can definitely like call someone and record the calls, and even video call is working super fine. And status bar gestures, we do have the brightness control. So this is the brightness control, you can see from here, and this works flawlessly over here in this ROM, you don't need to worry. And the status bar items, you can enable the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons from here inside quick settings. And if you notice this animation, well, it looks pretty cool. As you can see, you can change these animations over here too. I'll show it to you later on. And over here from the quick settings, you can change the background transparency of the quick settings. Quick setting header customization is there, and the tile layout and stuff is there, but I don't know if you can change the quick setting like this header top accent color like to accent based or something, I don't know, like from this. So from here you can change the quick setting toggle animation too if you want to over here, as you can see, however you want. And inside advanced, you can enable this vibrate on toggle touch. Inside recents, we have the slim recent option if you want to use them, and normally it's set to like pi recents, but you can change it to audio too, like this kind of recents over here is set to pi. You can change it too if you are like gonna use it. And power menu like lock screen and stuff is there. So inside lock screen we have the power menu, and fingerprint unlock works super fine over here. You can like enable it and forget about entering your pin even if you reboot. And charging info is there, it works fine. Face auto unlock is there, and lock screen weather and stuff is there. And one more pretty cool thing over here that I'll show you right now. Let me just go over here. We have the clock style from here, and if you go into here, you can set it to Android Q text clock, and if you do that, this is how the lock screen looks like. In my opinion, this looks pretty cool. The Android Q style, like the time it shows over here, and the weather and stuff is normal. You can like enable it if you want to. In my opinion, this lock screen looks pretty dope. Let me just unlock again. Let me go into the animations. You can change the whole UI animation. You can change this like animation to CRT of the locking screen over here. As you can see, it worked fine and it looks pretty like nostalgic. Over here we have the list view animations, wave left, wave right, etc. Pretty old and gold stuff. And scrolling cache is there over here, and the toast like animation is there, and the Resurrection Remix customization background like animation over here you can change it to. I have changed it to this background to foreground, and this looks pretty fine in my opinion. And the system animation too, you can change however you want. And let me go back inside this miscellaneous, and we have the like normal weather customization. You can set up the weather if you want to over here. And framework values, you can set the corners, padding and stuff if you want to from MISC. And from interface we have a lot of things like the fonts and stuff again. And over here we have the gesture anywhere feature if you want that, and heads up you can disable it too from here. Inside MISC we have the vibrate on USB plug disabling option, wake up on plug disabling option. So these are pretty cool feature, and blink flashlight and stuff is there. And the Pi navigation gestures are there too if you are gonna use it. And volume panel, you can customize it, you can add the ring and stuff. So this is how the volume panel will look like if you enable like each one of them, as you can see. So you can expand it like this if you are gonna use it like that. Pretty cool feature, I would say. Let me just go back. We have the force expanded desktop, and inside navigation we have the edit nav bar option, and you can invert the layout as I did over here. As you can see, the back button is on the right side, so you can do it pretty easily. And if you go in this navigation option, you can change the portrait height and stuff. One-handed mode is there, you can enable this like again. And navigation bar, you can change it to smart bar or fling. But let me tell you, there are no edge gestures as of now over here, but we do have the normal full screen gestures like the OnePlus kind of, but these gestures are not the edge gestures. Let me just tell you that. And inside buttons, pretty cool feature is that the long press for torch is working flawlessly over here. You do not need to worry. And power dialog, you can change like whatever you want in the power menu, and advanced reboot is enabled by default. If you tap on restart, it will show you like reboot to system, recovery, etc. And by the way, let me show you quickly the torch over here. As you can see, I'm just pressing and holding the power button over here, and as you can see, it like toggles the torch. Pretty cool feature again. And we have the normal about section. And by the way, the stock camera over here is the cyanogen mode kind of camera over here, and I would say I do not like it. I do not like it at all, to be honest. Well, I really miss the MIUI camera over here, I will be honest with you guys, but that is how it is. The developers are really working hard on it, I think. So we have to just wait for the MIUI camera to be ported for custom ROMs, and you can install the Google cameras too if you want to, because camera to API is enabled by default. You do not need to worry. So you can take the portrait mode and stuff like portrait mode pictures with the Google camera, and it is working super fine. If you want this Google camera for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, I'll link it below, do not worry. And that is how it is. Like the ROM feels super smooth. I do not have any kind of huge issues at all regarding this ROM. Now let me just open some of the apps and show you guys the app open up speeds and the RAM management of this ROM. Let's open Chrome, File Explorer, Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. Now let's open all these apps from memory again. Chrome, File Explorer, Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, YouTube, now Instagram. So as you can see, all the apps are in memory. This is the 4GB RAM variant again of the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and this already holds all the apps still in memory. So you can switch between apps too by just like this. So as you can see, the ROM is pretty fast over here. You do not need to worry. You can play on PUBG on like the smooth and ultra settings, and this just works super fine. And if you play on HD, you can play on high. This is the Antutu score of this ROM. So that is how it is, guys, for this ROM. That is how I feel about this ROM. Let me know in the comments how do you guys feel about the Resurrection Remix first unofficial build for the Redmi Note 7 Pro in the comments down below. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. Share this video with your friends if they have a Redmi Note 7 Pro and if they want to rock a custom ROM on it. This is how their experience will be. If you want more reviews like this, subscribe to the channel again. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today. I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.